Okay, so what's this other dream?
This is just another killer one.
Okay, another killer dream.
I do have one good dream about, that'll be a whole nother day, but I want to get the killer one because it'll seem bad.
Okay.
But it was back when I was still nannying, a little 3-year-old I nannied. And I had a dream one night that I was at her house taking care of her in the nighttime because her parents had to go to some meeting in the night. Normally I take care of her in the day. And their house has huge windows everywhere and no curtains.
Like one of those movies?
Yeah. So I was playing downstairs and I was like kind of like looking out the windows and I was getting like real freaked out, like because it's black out there, and I was just like nervous. So I think I took Zara upstairs to play upstairs or to put her to bed or something in her bedroom. And then after I put her down, I was gonna go back downstairs and make sure all the doors were locked because they have like big doors. And I went down there to lock all the doors, and there's this like huge like wolf-looking dog like looking right through the window at me, and it was just really like had huge fangs and like spit and everything, and was like growling at me. And like every like time I'd start to walk one way or the other, it was like following me in the window. I'm like, oh my gosh! And I wanted to get to the door to lock it, but for some reason I thought I could get in, even though it's no hands. So I was like trying to like, in my dreams when it's like an animal or something that's like really scary, I always feel like if I act like, if I project that I'm confident and I'm not scared of you, then it will get smaller.
That's what they tell us, yeah.
So I was trying really hard to be like I'm not scared of you. And so I was trying to, and like the more I was trying to act like that, it was scaring me worse and worse. And I'm like, oh crap, it's figuring me out. And so it started getting bigger and bigger, the scary dog. And like right when I ran for the door, it like flew in, and it came in the house. It was just like stanced and like growling at me. And so then I was just like, shit, like what do I do? Like it's right here. So then I'm just like, fine, you can be in the house. Like fine, but I don't know what to do with you. And I was like, I gotta get out. I didn't know what to do. So, I don't know, there was like some kind of little barrier between us of toys or something, and I started walking away from it, and I was like, I don't know what I was trying to do to get away, and it's like following me back and forth, and then I started getting like this really scared feeling like it wants to do something more than hurt me, and so I was like, and then I just accepted that it was part of life for that moment, like, okay, I can't get away from you. And it started like growing bigger and like started standing up on its hind legs and was just standing there and started like talking to me, but it was a dog, and it was like started like pawing at me and playing with me like I was like meat and like hitting me pretty hard. It was like kind of throwing me around. It was like huge, like almost like bear-like, and I was just like like just pretending like I was friends with it, like okay, you're hitting me, it's funny, but I was really like my heart's pounding, but I thought if it knew I was that scared it would do more. So I just kept trying to act like no big deal, and then I was like, I gotta get upstairs. So I start going upstairs and it's following me and I'm getting like really scared, and it's like slamming me on the ground, and like I'd get back up and it would like laugh at me, and it was like go up the stairs then. And so I start going, and he's like pawing me down and like scratching me as I go. I'm like bleeding, and I'm just like still keep getting up. And I get up there and I see her, she's laying on the couch upstairs. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? And he like pushes me into a room. And then like I start feeling like all this crazy sexual energy from him, like oh my gosh. And it's a dog or animal, this huge thing. And I'm like, but it's having like man-like features.
All right. And is that the end of the dream? Okay, keep telling us.
When it pushed me into the room, I was feeling all its sexual energy towards me, like it wanted to. I felt like I was about to get raped by it, and then I just still needed to act like I wasn't scared, and then it threw me down and was like slapping my face around and like just messing with me a whole bunch, like a toy. And then I got really scared and decided to start fighting it, and I started trying to get it off me, but it was way too strong and flipping me all around and stuff. And I started crawling out the door to get to And I grabbed my cell phone that was on the ground, and I was like frantically, like he was grabbing me and pulling me back into the room. And I was just frantically trying to hit Sean's number as I was doing it, and I hit it, and I hit Sean's number, and I thought I saw it like start going to ring. And like I started calling faster, and he lets go, and I get almost to, and I hand the phone to Zara, and I'm like, Zara, tell Sean I'm in trouble. And then he pulls me back, and then I can't remember what ever happens after that.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. All right.
But there's like a man, like it could talk,
Yeah.
but it was a dog. That's gross.
All right. All right. So this is a tough one, and this is you have dreams like this a lot. Now, from my point of view, you look at a dream like this, you know, it's fantastic in the sense that it can't be real. And, you know, it's a shapeshifter kind of a thing. You're being attacked, getting in the house, you know, all this stuff. Mm-hmm. But at some level, it suggests that it is a form of memory of something that actually happened, even though it can't be real. Okay? And so, you know, here in this dream, you were protecting this little girl. You were being basically sacrificed, trying to keep this man from hurting her, and but you don't really have a living memory of something like this happening. And so, you know, some people would take the view, oh, if someone doesn't remember something like this, then it's irresponsible to say that it could be a memory. Nevertheless, in this tradition, if it's something that's being repeated over and over in your dreams, it's a memory. Okay. So, what we do, of course, you know, we don't know who this person could be. And our interest is to help her sleep at night and to help release this energy. Because this is a terrifying dream. You know, if this dream could be actually make it into film, it would freak out people in theaters. You know, this is the kind of thing that could really scare people. And I guess there are some movies like this, but I don't watch them. All right. So what we want to do is that there is energy in your spirit that's captured by this trauma. And we're going to help you to relax and feel that energy so that we can bring it to Christ.